How you doing? This is Bob from Makana Odyssey, and today I'm going to answer a question for someone who sent me a request, and it is you, Robin. Robin, here's the thing. What you asked, was how do I change my thought pattern? How do I change my subconscious? Well, let me say that your subconscious is in control every single day. 95% of what we do when we think and everything else for the day is our subconscious. So yes, if things have happened to you in the past, whether it is you're having trouble with love, or you maybe getting sick and you figure I can't get better, whatever it might be, or maybe I'm having trouble because people have treated me poorly and talked down to me and made me feel inadequate. Okay, so you're having trouble moving on because you do feel inadequate. Or you feel like every time I get in a relationship, it goes wrong. And I know that I'm responsible in some way, but it goes wrong. But I just don't know how. I had somebody come to me with a similar situation this weekend, which was having problems with relationships for many years, and they knew it was their fault, but they didn't know what to do about it. Well, it is your subconscious that's doing this. So how do we fix that? Well, we reprogram our subconscious. And how do we do that? Well, there's several ways, but one wonderful way is through meditation, of course, because we want to change that rhythm in our mind, the alpha rhythms in our mind. Another good way is when you go to sleep at night. You know, you get to that point where you're falling asleep just about, and you have that little bit of a twilight thing in between, and you're very, very comfortable. You know, you're sitting there and you're just falling out. Well, at that point, your mind now has switched from one rhythm to another, to a learning rhythm. Many people ask me, how could I find out the name of my spirit guide, for instance? And I'll tell them at that point, you can ask and you'll get the answer. But also, see if things happen to us in the past, whether it is, like I said, abuse or whatever it might be. Our mind is always looking for that. It is comfortable in that, believe it or not. The subconscious gets very comfortable in things. So what happens is it doesn't want to change, no matter what. Even if you were hitting the head every single day, I'm not changing. I've been this way for so many years and I'm staying this way. That's what it's saying to you, even though you can't hear it. Or I'm not going to fall in love, because if I fall in love, what's going to happen is it's going to fall apart. This is what it's doing. Because it's afraid to change. It's afraid of new things. It's afraid of new abuse coming its way. Whatever it might be. So we have to retrain it. And at that particular time is a wonderful time to give suggestions to your subconscious, that twilight time, where you can manifest change, manifest feeling good, manifest love coming to you. Or if you're not well, manifest the point that you're going to become well. We can heal ourselves in many, many ways. I'm going to be better. I'm going to heal, and you have to, at that time, believe it, understand it, and you'll manifest it. It'll come to you. Of course, the gods have tremendous amount to do with that as well. But at that particular time, between the awake and the sleep, that in between is the perfect time for learning. It's sort of, that's when your mind is right there. Tell me, give me it. I want to learn. See, because what happens to you when you're young stays with you. For instance, the Buddhists say that show me a child 7 years old and I'll show you the man or the woman. The reason for that is because from birth up until about 7, your mind is in that zone, a learning zone. It's absorbing everything completely. After 7, it changes. Not that you can't learn after 7, but the point is that time, it's peak learning time. That's when your body's absorbing, or rather your mind is absorbing what it sees. Of course, it doesn't have the vocabulary to be able to say exactly everything, but it sees and it knows. And the child knows. If their parents are fighting, it knows it. If their parents are not in love, the child knows it. If people are looking down on a child for some reason, child realizes it, even though they go, this kid doesn't understand. One of the craziest things I hear people say, and I think it's such nonsense, they'll say to a child, you're a child, you don't have an opinion. They do. They have opinions. They can't always voice them because they don't have the skill or they're afraid to voice them. But children have plenty to say, and they know plenty. Just like children up to 5 or so can express many, many times their past lives. At any rate, that is the time for you, Robin. Try that. Now, do meditation as well. Meditation is the key to everything. And, of course, a relationship with the gods. Meditation, though, is magnificent. It brings your mind to that state where you can see the supernatural, you can see the spirit, stuff of this sort. It is there. It takes time to do that. You have to have patience. You have to be able to sit there. Start out 10 minutes a day as a routine every single day. Find time to do that sometime during the day. And then move on further. I meditate every day for at least an hour to an hour and a half. Every single morning from Monday to Friday. Saturdays I'm getting up early and I'm preparing for work. And Sunday. But during the week, every single week, every day, I meditate for 1 hour or to an hour and a half. It is magnificent. It is the fantastic and the best possible thing you can do. And it helps you to understand. It'll help your subconscious. It'll help to point it in the right direction. Subconscious is just afraid of learning. So we reprogram it. And that time in the evening and through meditation is the time to reprogram it. And you can. Remember, you want to know the name of your spirit guide or your animal guide. Close your eyes, picture the animals. See which animal comes to you in this area. And see what happens. It'll come to you. What is the name of my spirit guide? Tell me your name. I love you. Come to me. And she will come to you. Or he, depending on which your spirit guide is, a male or female. Although the spirits are really not male nor female. But they come to us in ways that we can understand because we're humans. So, that is the answer to your question, Robin. Come and see me at the Redinger Flea Market in Mount Dora on 441, State Road 441. I would love to see you. You know, we do magnificent things with healings. We're tremendously proud of our chakra balancing, our past life regression. We do a tremendous amount besides read cards. There's a million things that we do that make you very happy in every single way. But you're never going to know that unless you actually come and visit us. Or contact me here on YouTube, Akana Odyssey Energy Healing, or Facebook, Akana Odyssey. And I will be happy to help you. Okay. Namaste and blessed be.